Blood sugar spikes. What's the big deal? Turns out a lot. Let's talk about what happens in your body when your glucose skyrockets, and why controlling it is one of the smartest moves for your energy, brain, weight, and long-term health. In 2019, I slept on a continuous glucose monitor, just out of curiosity. I found that my blood sugar was spiking after meals, snacks, basically after almost anything. My A1C was below 5.7, so I thought I was fine. Totally normal, right? Actually, no. Then I started researching this topic and realized that those spikes were draining my energy, disrupting my focus, and setting off problems inside my body long before I ever feel them. Most of the damage from blood sugar spikes falls into two categories. First, the direct harm caused by high blood sugar itself. Second, the problem caused by high insulin, which your body pumps out to deal with those spikes. Let's start with the first one. Blood sugar spikes ignite inflammation throughout the body. High glucose triggers free radicals and inflammatory cytokines that attack your blood vessels and tissues. Research shows that just 2 hours after a high-carb meal, your body is already showing signs of inflammation. People with high C-reactive protein, a key marker of inflammation, have up to 7.5 times the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. By the way, when blood sugar spikes too high, your body scrambles to flush it out by making you urinate more. And you get thirsty as your body tries to recover lost water. Chronic spikes damage your capillaries, the tiny vessels feeding your eyes, kidneys, nerves, and brain. Over time, they stiffen, leak, and even shut down, leading to vision loss, nerve pain, kidney problems, and more. High blood sugar also speeds up aging through a process called glycation. Excess glucose sticks to proteins and creates advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. Compounds that stiffen tissues, disrupt cell function, and cause faster damage in your skin, joints, and organs. Studies show unstable blood sugar can lead to up to 50% more AGEs in the body. When I reduce my spikes, I notice fewer acne breakouts, better skin tone, and even some wrinkles started to back off. And your brain pays the price too. Your brain runs on glucose, but it needs a steady stream, not a sugar roller coaster. Research shows carb-heavy meals lead to more fatigue within 30 minutes, and worse focus after an hour. Spikes and crashes leave you hungry, cranky, and tired. And crashes also boost ghrelin, the hunger hormone, making you crave more carbs and start the cycle all over again. And sometimes I even experienced reactive hypoglycemia. It was terrible. Once I balanced my diet, the cravings disappeared and the brain fog became a rare thing. And another thing, when too much glucose floods your cells, your mitochondria, the engines inside your cells, get overwhelmed. Short-term overload stresses them out, making your body less efficient producing energy. That's why sugar highs not just wear you out mentally, they also burn you out physically. Now let's talk about insulin, the hormone that keeps your blood sugar under control. When blood sugar rises, insulin moves into your cells. Totally normal. Unless it happens too often. When your body keeps getting hammered with spikes, your cells start ignoring insulin. That's insulin resistance, and it often builds silently for 10 to 15 years and comes before prediabetes. In the United States, over 96 million adults, about 38%, have prediabetes, and more than 80% don't even know it. Research shows prediabetes can raise your risk of type 2 diabetes up to 10 times. High insulin locks your body into fat storage mode. Even if you're not eating more, elevated insulin makes it easier to gain fat, especially around your belly. Studies suggest some people who release more insulin after eating carbs can gain more than 10 pounds a year on the same calories. Chronically high insulin also suppresses your growth hormone, the hormone that helps you recover and build muscles. Low growth hormone makes it harder to heal, harder to stay strong, and easier to age faster than you should. And high insulin also messes with your brain too. Studies show insulin resistance doubles the risk of major depression and increases dementia risk by 50 to 60%. This is not just about energy today, it's about protecting your brain long term. Okay, that sounds like a lot, but here's the good news. You can turn it around and it's easier than you think. You just need a few smarter habits. First, avoid naked carbs and liquid sugar. No eating bread or fruit alone. Even one sugary drink a day raises diabetes risk by 26%. Switching to sparkling water was one of the easiest wins. Then eat fiber first. Research shows veggie first can cut spikes by up to 46%. Third, add protein and fat to carbs. Studies suggest this reduces spikes by 30 to 50%. Move after meals. Just 5 to 10 minutes of walking can lower blood sugar. In my rise and walk experiment, it dropped my spike by 25%. Finally, get quality sleep. One bad night makes you up to 25% more insulin resistant the next day. And be especially careful with late night dinners. At night, your body naturally produces less insulin, and melatonin makes it even harder to clear glucose. If you eat heavy carbs late, that sugar lingers longer, quietly damaging your tissues while you sleep. When I learned all this, I started experimenting, adjusting my meals, walking after eating, getting better sleep. That's when I started noticing big changes. More energy, fewer cravings, clear focus, better skin, and easier weight management, without obsessing over every single bite. Now we see why blood sugar spikes matter. If you're tired of feeling tired, if cravings keep winning, if you're chasing fat loss, start with your blood sugar. Just make a few smarter choices, and your body will respond. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, tap this like button. Share this video with someone who needs this. And don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye.